on Nova 100.
Well, good morning and happy Friday.
Good morning. How are we all?
Excellent. It's Friday.
It's Friday and it's not as cold.
No, it's quite mild, 12 degrees.
I know. I got up and walked to my car and I was like, oh, this feels different.
Yeah, I was the same.
Literally 12 degrees warmer than it was on Monday.
Yeah, bad day for a new hoodie.
Oh, is that a
Newie?
Newie?
Yeah, she's quite thick.
Has it got
I
the
quite
fluff
like
on
it.
it though?
A little bit fluffy
Yeah, I love
inside,
when
yeah.
it's
Yeah, I'm not raw dogging
Oh, that's good because if you get hot, we're not turning the air conditioner
because
on.
normally I raw dog hood.
Yeah, he
hoodies.
goes hoodie on bare furry chest.
Yeah, it's a lot of fur.
Yeah, you get
You've
the
gone a bit
fluffing.
wild and woolly with your beard at the moment too.
Yeah, I need
growing it out,
I know,
Dale.
I need a
Are
shave.
you having a breakdown?
Yes.
Your hair's long here
Welcome
too.
to the club.
Have
I
you
know, I'm
gone
getting
longer
the
than-
wings.
You're getting the,
I'm getting
yeah,
the
yeah,
wings.
yeah. I went and saw Jesus Christ Superstar last night. Many of them had like the long hair and the big beard.
Oh,
How was
Jesus
it?
had a beard, I think.
Jesus. Could've gone with the
Jesus
trim.
Christ Superstar. I mean, amazing.
Mm.
Michael Painter was amazing. Mahalia Barnes, Jimmy Barnes' daughter, amazing. I did Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh,
at
here we
school.
go. Here we go.
And it's amazing how quickly the songs just come flowing back into the repertoire.
Were you singing louder than the people
No,
on stage?
I wasn't. It's kookier than I remember.
What do you mean?
Well, it's obviously the story of it's Jesus Christ Superstar, so it's like rock music, and he gets crucified. But when all that,
Spoiler. Whoa.
but it's quite like
It's a
Have you
bridge, it's
seen
a bit
it?
It's an abridged version of what happens, right?
yeah, there's some weird stuff that happens in it, and they're all singing and dancing along, and he's like, yeah, it's odd. It's sort of got some funny moments in it. I don't remember the story being funny.
It's
No,
not very
I don't think.
funny.
No, it's not. It's
No.
not a comedy. I
No,
don't.
but
When
there's
you're flicking
like
through the
this-
Bible, they don't have electric guitars.
No.
No, and they were all dressed in looked like they were in Yeezys.
Chapter 8. This
looked-
one's funny.
It looked like
this one's funny.
Yeah.
It looks like that Kanye West Yeezy. Like it's very modern.
Did they
Gotcha.
Which
get
was
into?
cool. The music was amazing. The singing was. I've never in my life, hand on heart, I mean this with every part of my being, never heard a voice like Michael Painter singing last night.
Yeah.
Really? And you do the karaoke room every year after Derby Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look, this was
He's very good, isn't he?
couldn't quite. It was unbelievable. Like he got a standing ovation after songs, not just at the end
Oh,
of the
that's
show.
a lot of getting up and sitting down.
Yeah.
Did they do the bit out of Corinthians?
Well, is that
Sorry?
the bit where the
What's
woman comes
think
out
so.
in the? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
sorry?
No, it's a part of the Bible.
Yeah, I gather I was an altar boy.
Oh, you were too.
Yeah.
Well,
I should get
no, there's
discounted
like
Jesus
a drag
Christ
queen
Superstar.
in it.
Should.
Yeah.
Like the kids that get baptised, they get discount at the
Exactly.
schools.
If I rock up still in the
you
gown.
should go to the box office and say, I'm baptised. Give me a discount.
I was an altar boy.
Anyway, it's very good. It's only got a couple of weeks left. I highly recommend.
I should
Go
really
and
be
see it,
invited
and then
like
you see
Michael
what I
Painter.
mean. Lovely boy,
Might go to the
Lovely
rap
man.
party.
amazing voice.
Yeah.
You know, if I still fit in there. Hey, Benson Boone to kick things off for a Friday. We've got a fun show coming up.
I love Fridays.
This is Nova. Good morning. It is Jason, Lauren Clint's here as well. Hey, your mate's in after 7 this morning. Christina Hearn.
Christina Hearn will be joining us. She's now a Flash 60 Minutes reporter, which is amazing.
Is that the big job?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That all the reporters
Yeah.
want?
Do you remember? I love this story. Jack Charles was sitting next to Sarah Arbo at a fancy lunch.
Was she 60 Minutes?
She was, yes.
Yeah. So this is like, peak 60 Minutes career for Sarah Arbo. Jack Charles, who works on the Chrissy Swan show, said to her, so what are you trying to do? What do you want to do with yourself? She's like, well, I'm on 60 Minutes. Like,
That's the top of the tree,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm pretty happy.
Well, now she, but she,
Well,
didn't
she
think
fell
then
down the
she'd be
tree
host-
to today's show.
I know. What a fall from grace.
No, we love Sarah Arbo. We love Christina Hearn. She's doing a special story on Diddy tonight, which is on Sunday night, which will be extraordinary. So good to get her
it's
inside
so
a bit
bad.
later.
We're going to dive into that. Also, Charlie Commons in from the Ruse.
The Ruse.
Kanga.
Roo.
Yeah, well done.
Now, were you at my house last night?
Oh,
I
was
went
it your
out to
house?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes.
Did you?
And I came home and Paul was sitting on the couch and I was like, looks like there's been a kerfuffle in here. There's
Oh, you
mess
didn't
all
see-
in the kitchen.
Oh, you didn't see Clint?
At a
Can I
full
tell
dinner
you?
party. I wasn't there.
Do you have a
He
key?
cooked. No, I've got the codes. He cooked the tastiest roast I've ever had in my mouth.
I
Lamb?
said to him, make sure you save me some.
Oh.
There was none saved when I
My
got
God,
home.
What was-
it was lamb.
My best friend Lucy was also there. They had an actual dinner party.
It was like
They were living, Dale.
You can
strikingly
tell I
good.
didn't clean up a thing though.
Can we run through the sides?
Yeah, we can.
So what did he do? Lamb roast?
The lamb roast. He did potatoes in the lamb roast tray, like you know, what are they, like oven cooked.
Yeah.
And then he did a sweet potato.
Oh, you told me he was doing sweet
double.
potatoes.
He did a double potato.
Did he eat the potatoes? Because we were not going to eat carbs.
I'm
Careful
not,
here. Careful.
I didn't observe him eating anything.
That's my boy.
Oh, yes. Great.
Have his back.
Just the meat.
He was having a keto dinner.
And some
He would have had
peas.
so many potatoes.
So we had.
How many potatoes did he cook?
Regulation
If he-
potatoes, sweet potatoes, which came out of the air fryer, which I thought was a great touch.
Chippies?
We had a bit of broccolini,
Yeah.
and then
Did
we
he?
had.
Because when I said yesterday I want broccolini, he said, you know what? I hate broccolini. I was like, we've been eating broccolini all
No, he
these
was
years.
chowing down on the broccolini.
Told me he hated it yesterday.
Morning, Paul. And then we had some peas with
Yuck. I
With-
hate peas. Mint sauce.
Love
Foul.
peas.
drenched in mint sauce.
Yuck.
Like the
Yes.
peas were swimming in mint sauce like they were
Swimming?
down the
What, like it
public
was like a pool?
Yep.
Well, you can have them.
Yep.
I would have had the broccolini. Now, you're all busted on your health kicks and your wellness warriors because I came home
Well, I was doing you a favour.
and you know what I found?
Yeah.
Dessert?
I found the empty ice magic bottle.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
The kids were obviously there.
No.
What have I told you
what I
about
w-
taking the rubbish with you?
Now, I did you a favour. I ate the remainder of your ice cream in the freezer.
Well, that
What a-
was not mine. That was my sister-in-law's from last week.
What a
Sorry.
man.
Sorry, Steph. Anyway, there's no ice cream in the house anymore.
Great. Good.
So,
Get it out. No sugar.
Yep. And I can happily report that Paul did not eat any ice cream.
I saw this morning. I was counting the bowls.
Well, it was full of potato.
Did Lucy?
She might have had a spoonful.
Yeah. There was 3 bowls and I was like, that looks...
Oh my God, what are you, Columbo? Bloody walking around doing a Law and Order episode?
Yeah,
Jesus.
seriously. We're trying
Holding
not
up
to
the
have
spoons?
sugar. And I was like, because last night at Jesus Christ Superstar.
What did you do?
Well, everyone was
Did
having...
you eat something?
No, everyone was having cocktails and then they had lollies and I didn't have any of it. I just had a sparkling water. And then when I came home and saw the ice magic,
Oh, you were
after we're only into day 4 of trying not to have sugar,
I feel like
I was like,
a girl could have walked out of her bedroom
I wouldn't
holding
have
her
cared.
high heels.
I
and
would have
Lauren-
been more concerned about the ice magic.
Yeah. Oh, see you, Candy. Have you seen what they've eaten? Oh, it's magic.
I sat through Jesus Christ Superstar with no spicy margaritas and everyone else was
You
having.
would have had a Malteser.
I did not have. They had
Are you
Maltesers.
sure?
Not one Malteser in my hand.
No one rolled it across the aisle?
No
Question.
Nah, but my sister-in-law was having Maltesers, and I was like, it
Oh, that melting sensation.
was like the other day when you guys had vanilla slices in here, which are my Achilles heel. They're my favourite,
Well, no, Jace had them. Not
What
us.
and I didn't have any.
what flavour ice magic?
Just the regulation.
Oh, I've
milk.
got to go mint.
Nah, I reckon you got to stick to the
Whoa,
classic.
No.
Don't mess with a good thing. I
Ooh.
reckon.
All right.
If you're putting mint ice magic on a chocolate ice cream, it just spoils the
Are
sensation.
you a mint chop top guy?
Yeah.
Nah,
Look at me. It is just gone.
you don't look like a boysenberry.
Oh,
No,
I
that's-
don't mind a boys and berries.
The only mint that's acceptable is a mint slice.
Oh God!
You know what flavour?
You're such a grandmother.
No. I know exactly what flavour Clint would get
Go,
at an
hit
ice
me with
cream
it.
shop.
Hokey
Rum
pokey.
and raisin.
I love it.
Something happened to my wife and I the other day, and I actually thought of you and Clint in this situation, how you would do. I think you'd die. We went out for lunch, and as we're walking back to the car, we noticed, you know me, like to support small business. We noticed there was a new cupcake shop that had just opened near the restaurant where we were having lunch. So we're like, should we get a cheeky little treat?
Before lunch.
After
Oh,
lunch.
okay. Right.
I love a good cupcake.
So do I.
Cupcake queens are my favourite.
Yeah,
I
they're
think.
very good.
Oh
very
my
strong.
God. We had them
They're
sent
so
in the
fluffy.
other day.
When?
What?
In here.
No.
Yeah, I did see an empty
Did
cup.
you get cupcake queens and you took them
No,
home?
no, no,
didn't
no,
you?
no,
No,
Warren.
no, no,
Worse
no, no.
still, I think there was a delivery for us.
For
And
us?
old fat guts over here ate them all.
Did you
No,
take
to be
them
fair,
home?
I didn't take them home. They didn't leave
You
this
scoffed
building.
them all.
No, me and the team.
Cupcake queens.
There was a tray of them.
Those vanilla cupcakes. I don't know what they put in that fluffy
Mm.
cake bit. Because sometimes I just like the top bit, the icing.
No,
Their
you know what I
cake.
did for the first time? You know when you twist the cupcake and then you make it like a
Flip it
sandwich?
Oh, good.
Game
Strong.
changer.
Well, you had enough of them. When was this delivery?
Oh, years ago.
No,
Um,
it was because I came in and
I
there
saw
was evidence.
There's a cookbook in there, the Cupcake Queen's cookbook. They must be celebrating an anniversary,
Yeah,
but I didn't
so-
see the cupcakes.
There was a delivery and we missed out.
Mon, I love Mon, who owns the Cupcake Queen.
Brody, did we get cupcakes delivered? I don't remember it.
Monday, 5th of May.
Okay,
Thank you.
Jeez, wow.
Wow.
Remind me to ring you on speakerphone with my wife next time we're having a fight about where it was.
So you ate all them, and
So-
then you went for seconds.
So
at
we've
the-
gone to the cupcake shop.
You've gone for lunch? What sort of lunch?
We went to Merry Men in Hampton. A couple of young blokes run it.
Mary?
Merry Men.
Oh, Mary.
Amazing food.
Okay. So how heavy was lunch?
It was like I had a pulled pork Benedict.
Oh, that doesn't scream cupcake afterwards.
No,
That's,
I know,
that
but-
screams heavy.
Yeah, it was quite
Okay.
heavy.
So
Anyway,
then, new cupcake shop, not
Hash
Cupcake
brown?
Queens.
gone to the cupcakes. Gone to the cupcake shop. 2 cupcakes and a cookie.
Is it just
That's
a cupcake
what you had.
shop?
Now, calm down. We got takeaway. We took it home.
Wait. What does it matter if you had takeaway or dine in?
Well, yeah, I'm bloated from the egg spinning.
He thought you just had 2 cupcakes and a cookie.
No.
Or is that
Lou and I
between
went,
you?
we will grab 2 cupcakes and a cookie.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Or it's got
Because one cupcake's never enough.
She's packing it up.
and the cookie.
She's packing it up.
So
And
the cupcake shop sells cookies. So it's not just a cupcake shop.
as
It's a
she-
dessert shop.
Sell anything else?
No, that's it.
Just cupcakes and cookies. What's it called?
Cupcakes and cookies.
Oh, they do coffee.
Cupcakes,
Cookies and coffee.
That's a
CCC.
mouthful.
Yes. Anyway, as she's packing it up, she's telling us how she's just opened.
What's new? And you're not even giving her a shout out because you can't remember the name.
No.
don't
There's a
want
reason
to?
I don't want to say.
Okay. Something's wrong with the cupcakes and the cookies or the coffee.
At the end, she hands it over and she goes, "There you go," and puts the FPOS machine down. And Lou taps the card. As Lou's tapped the card, just out of the corner of my eye, I see it said $40.
Oh, that's spinny.
$40?
Yes. And I didn't say anything, and I
Are
wasn't sure.
you
If,
sure you only got 2 cupcakes and a
well,
cookie?
I'm hearing you. I should have got shares in the company for that. And as we're walking out of the store, we're like, "See you later." And as we're walking out, Lou and I both sort of looked at each other, and we walk out of the shop. We're out on the footpath.
And then you madly Google
We're
the
a car
price.
down now, and I'm like, "Was that $40?" And Lou's like, "No, I don't think so." And then we're logging into NetBank, like you see your last transaction. We're like, $40 for
So
2.
what's that, like $15 each for a cupcake and
Sure.
$10 for a cookie?
Surely that's wrong. She's
Surely.
overcharged us by accident.
Surely.
Surely.
Oh, surely. But the walk of shame of going, you need to
You
do
did.
that
Oh,
before
like,
you
and
tap.
I
You
thought of you
did, didn't
too.
you?
And I
You
thought
didn't.
there is no way
Oh,
in
no,
hell
no.
you and Clint would have ever gone
I just
back.
would never go back to cookies, cupcakes, and coffee ever again.
That's not what it's called.
CCC.
And Lou's like,
Say
well,
cubed.
Lou goes, "You go back in." I'm like, there is
No,
absolutely no
no,
way I'm
no,
going
no,
back
no,
in.
no,
Like,
no.
like hell
No, it
will
needs, to
freeze
be
over.
it needs to be the mom. The
So-
single, play the single mom.
Well, we did the most responsible and adult thing.
And you got
You
in the
ate
car and
them.
went home.
No, we did rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to go back in.
Well, no, see, what I would have done is then get on the website and Google how much it all costs in case that is how much
There's
it is.
no way Cupcake's going to be $15. Anyway, well, we are currently doing rock, paper, scissors on the footpath. She came out.
And she said,
I
she's
think-
buggered up.
Hey, I think I overcharged you. We're in the, like, I'm sitting there holding scissors in my hand going, "What? No, God,
Have you already
no,
eaten
no."
cupcakes? Did you even make it to the car? So how much was it supposed to be?
I don't know. I said, I'll let Lou deal
Oh,
with
we
this. 'cause
didn't even notice.
Yeah,
No.
that's what we did. Really? I hadn't noticed. Lou's
And
like,
did you give
she
it back to-
definitely overheard us.
Did she put it back in a credit note?
No, Lou went back in. Lou went back in and Lou goes, "You know what's easier if you just give us a couple more cupcakes."
Good on you,
good
Lou.
on ya.
Supporting small business. It's hard to get a refund off a small business.
So there you go. Cookies.
How'd you go eating the
Cake.
cupcake?
Now give us a rating on the cupcake.
Amazing.
Yeah, not the best. Not as good as Cupcake Queens, hey.
Well, when they're $15 a cupcake.
I would. So how many extra cupcakes did you end up
Oh,
with?
we got a couple. We got
Yeah,
a
she would have thrown in a few extra. I
couple.
reckon.
Yeah.
How was the cookie?
Not bad.
What was better, cookies or the cupcake?
I'd say the cupcake.
Or the coffee.
Didn't get the coffee.
Okay.
This is Nova 100. Did you watch footy last night?
Well, I did.
Did
I was
you?
out at Jesus Christ Superstar. I got home in the time for the third quarter, and Paul was on the couch watching. And then at 3/4 time, I was like, I've got to go to bed. So, and Paul goes, I'll come to bed too. But I didn't realise that meant he wanted to come to bed and keep watching the footy.
Oh, yeah.
So as I was trying to sleep, he kept screaming, "Come
Ball!
on!" And then he started going, "Oh my God, there's only 1 point. It's the cat dog game." And then he kept singing, "Down on the street, cat dog, cat
One
dog."
fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue-buzzard, no three-eyed frog, just a feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog.
What is it, Paul?
Cat dog. Because
Well,
we kept
he
saying
needs-
yesterday, if it's a draw, we have to play that
Yeah.
song. And it came back to bite me because last night when it was only 1 point, he was like, "Oh, they're going to play the cat dog song, Loz." And I was like, I'm trying to
Well,
sleep.
Bailey Smith is the top cat dog this morning, having played for the Dogs and now at the Cats, and he
Did he
got the
have a
last
ripper?
laugh. He played pretty well. Yeah.
Hey, guys, I want to cast our mind back to a caller we had on earlier this week.
Well, we were talking about what do you like to do when your partner's away and you've got the house to yourself.
And we got this call. G'day, Dale.
Morning, how are you guys?
We're good.
We're good.
What do you do?
Well, I love doing my housework when it's hot. It is the best feeling. You get in the shower, you can scrub it, you don't have to worry about your clothes getting wet, getting dirty.
Oh, you do the housework in the nude.
Oh, you're nudist.
I do the whole housework in the nude, especially when it's hot. You don't have to worry about sweating.
Oh,
and then once
my.
you're done, you go and have your shower, get out, have a glass of wine.
Good on ya.
Nah, I don't know about
Good
it.
on ya.
Because then we started talking about Clint. Hey,
Yes.
your house cleaner.
Yes.
You
Oh,
came
I love
home one
this.
day and she was naked.
She had a towel around her, but she'd been naked cleaning my shower.
Can
So
you
when
just run...
you're not, this is not a housemate. This is
No, this
a
is
cleaner that you pay
Fully
to
fledged
clean your
wigwam.
home.
What did you
Pay her
say?
cash.
And she gets naked in your bathroom to clean it.
Yes.
That's not normal.
Yes.
Well, we don't know. Was that part of the is that part of the deal?
Part of the fee.
I had no idea until she came out in the
And what did-
towel.
Was
What
she
did
in
you
your
say?
towel or did she bring her own
No, she
towel?
BYO towel. She got the shower power. And the squeegee
But
out,
what did
and
she
she went
say?
for her life in the shower.
And what
So
did
she had a shower in there too.
Well, I
Did
assume
you ask
so.
if she used your shampoo and conditioner and body wash?
What
I
did
didn't
you
ask that
say
question.
when she walks out in a
I was
towel?
like, oh, hello.
Oh, because you would be
Awkward.
so awkward.
I think I just went and locked myself in my room. Not locked myself in my
Sorry,
room, but I'm
if
just
I
like,
came home
I'm just going to hang in my room. You do you.
and our cleaner was in a towel
Oh, she's not. Come
in my
on.
kitchen, I would be like, love, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I didn't ask if there were, because she had when you wrap the towel around the top section, I didn't ask if there was
Undies underneath.
like what was underneath.
She didn't do a Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Well, it
no.
would have been weird if
A
you
big
had have
reveal.
said, reveal what you
Give
have
us a
under
look
the towel.
under there.
You reckon that'd
I
be
reckon
weird?
that's what she was hoping for.
So do I.
No one's doing that. No
I can-
one
I can
is
hear the
getting
car.
in the shower
The
at
keys in
a
the door.
client's house naked and cleaning.
He's home. He's home.
She was an older lass. I don't think it was.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. Right in your demo, darling. So we want to know on 13 24 10, what do you do naked? Our producer Brody,
Oh, he works out naked.
Yeah, he does.
Sometimes.
he's got a home gym and he does it in the nude.
Yeah. What do we call the garage again? I'm supposed to be coming around.
The Garage of Gains.
We're wearing clothes though when I come round.
You don't work out naked with other people.
Not yet.
What?
He's a full nudist though.
Why would you? Does it get in the way? Like I find if I'm at the
It
gym,
absorbs
it's
some
best
of the
to
sweat,
it's
doesn't
best
it,
to
when you've
keep
got
it
clothes on?
together.
It just saves on washing, you know.
13,
Oh my
24,
It's not a
10.
bad point.
13, 24, 10. Look, I get where the cleaner's coming from because if you get domestos or something on
No,
your clothes,
sorry, different
I
in
know.
your own
they're
house.
done. They're
It's
done.
very different doing it in your own house.
The
Yeah, but-
domestos does
It's
stain
someone
forever.
else's house.
No, that's a bit weird.
It's very weird.
Domestos on clothes
I
isn't good.
dare
I can tell you
say-
now. Domestos on the skin isn't great at all.
Oh.
Exactly.
I would challenge I challenge you guys. Sorry, I reckon there are cleaners out there that do houses in the bathrooms in the nude,
No.
showers in the nude.
All right.
No.
Yeah,
13,
Prove me
24,
wrong,
10.
Melbourne.
Are you a
Prove me
cleaner
right.
that gets nude? And what do you like to do in
Yeah.
the nude?
If not a cleaner, what is it that you do in the nude?
Apart from the obvious. 13,
Some
24,
people
10.
like cooking in the nude.
No.
that hot oil.
That's a
Yeah.
splash job.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, naked chefs everywhere.
Nope. $200 Kogan vouchers up for grabs.
Sharp knives.
Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Now that is clicking awesome. I don't want my chef nude. No, it's a hard
Naked
no.
chef.
No. What do you like to do in the nude?
What is it that you like to do in the nude? Some people like to cook. Some people like to clean. Clint's cleaner gets in the shower.
Garden?
At his house naked.
Well, I have done a little bit of
Sorry,
in the nude.
sorry.
In that lonely,
Sorry.
sad backyard of
Well,
yours.
so-
Hopefully it wasn't the front garden.
No. What happened was we had a bit of a wild night, some wind, right? And I'd noticed it.
You had wind after a while.
No. I'd noticed it, looked out the window. I'm like, geez, that tree
his
has
bathroom
fallen,
has the
giant
fallen
window, yeah.
out over the sort of fence.
Oh.
And I just had a shower and it was sort of like dusk. So I thought under the cover of relative darkness, I'll go out and
No
I
towel?
was going to say give it a tug, but I'll go out and
Wow.
remove the branch.
You
So
did
I
Remove the branch.
and I did it starkers. Was
it summer? Must have been summer.
Do you reckon
it was quite invigorating.
I don't know if that's good naked, bad naked.
Well, because
like
skinny dipping is amazing. Swimming nude is amazing.
It's very
Amazing.
liberating.
Amazing. I
So
just would
liberating.
never get. I don't have a pool.
That's why I haven't invited you guys
Well, you
around
have to
for
have
a
your own
swim.
pool, but you also have to have a very private backyard.
Yeah, and
I
you need
did
to
it
be.
at Qualia, where you
did
have those
you?
private pools looking out at the
that's
ocean. No one can
lush.
see in.
Maybe I'll do it tonight.
No.
No, but there's also
Put
you
the
wanna
drone
do it, like that's nerve wracking when there's other people around. You know, anyone could walk into your house at any time. What if Luce has a friend over suddenly?
Imagine you and,
And
your
then you're
little twinkle
stuck
toes
naked.
nude.
Imagine him pressed up against the thing, like with his little chin on the concrete, not wanting anyone to know he's nude. Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Being like, oh, what have I done?
Surprise popping.
And then having to do the little scamper to get to your towel.
Holding the pool pony in front of it.
13 24 10 is
What's
our
this
number.
song?
Lady Hawk.
Oh,
What's
flashback
Lady
time.
Hawk?
It's a banger.
Stop.
13 24 10. What do you like to do nude?
Stop playing with your what?
We are asking, what do you like to do in the nude?
In the nude. Now, I'm not, it probably won't surprise you, I'm not much of a nudist. But I could get out of the shower and I could stay in my towel for 3 hours.
Oh, really?
I get out of the
You're-
shower, I
you're-
wrap myself in my towel, and I always lie on my bed. It's like I need to cool down for a minute.
You're a lights off girl.
In the shower. Do you know what? Actually, I've started just at nighttime just putting candles in the bathroom when I have my shower, and it's like I'm in a day spa.
It's quite
I thought you were
sensual.
down it in
so-
Doda.
You feel so relaxed.
Do you?
Yes.
I like
Without the
that.
big bright bathroom lights.
No IXL-tastic on.
Yeah. Anyway, on 13 24 10, we are asking, what do you like to do in the nude? Kath in Aspendale, are you a nudist, or is there one particular thing you like doing with no clothes on?
Top of the morning, yeah, I must admit there is quite a lot around the home that I do nude, so I'm just realising that. But I wash the dog in the nude before I wash myself and then wash the bathroom.
Funny,
I used to
funny,
put my
funny.
dog
I
in the
saw
bath with me.
I saw Andy Lee posting about this week.
Yeah.
He was saying, is it okay to wash your dog in the shower with you?
Yeah. I used to do it.
That's a good idea.
I used to
Yeah.
have a Chihuahua cross Maltese. Chuck him in the bath with me.
In the bath? No, the bath's weird.
Small dog.
What, you're sitting soaking in the bath with the dog paddling around?
Oh, like I'd get up at the end and then just grab the dog and chuck him in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be standing, leaning down, giving him a big...
Nude?
Yeah, well, I've just had a bath.
Oh. What about when it shakes?
Men in baths give me the ick.
Especially Jason
The
baths.
thought of you, I just pictured you standing in knee-deep water,
With a
naked
chihuahua.
after soaking in the bath, lathering up a chihuahua.
Hello, Nicole.
No.
Hello.
Hi, Nicole.
What do you like to do in the nude?
I like to do arts and crafts, sewing, painting.
Good on you, Dale.
Now, what is it about being nude that makes the
Careful with the clay
the
glue
arts and
the-
crafts more exciting?
Well, I just don't want to get my clothes dirty.
Yeah,
So it's practicality. Are you in underwear or anything? Just fully nude.
Sometimes, but,
You
not
ever
always.
accidentally stuck a Diamante where it shouldn't? Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of glue, scissors, just, you know.
Oh, 100%. Glue goes everywhere. Paint
Yeah.
goes everywhere.
And are you doing it with anyone else, Nicole, or is this like a solo nude?
No,
art?
solo activity. I live alone.
Yeah.
Solo
Do you do
activity.
cross-stitch nude?
Yeah.
Okay, well, and knitting. I mean, not much can go wrong knitting with your clothes.
Oh, big needles.
Yeah, I know, but you can't drop stuff.
No, good point.
Nudist.
Let's
on you,
go
Nicole.
to Jennifer. Morning, Jen.
Jen.
Jennifer.
Jenny.
Hello, Jennifer.
Jenny from Warriallic. Paging Jenny.
If you're nude,
I reckon
your
she's
chick
naked
might
right
have hit
now.
the mute button.
She's frolicking right now as we speak.
Jennifer.
Brady, what did Jennifer like
Naked.
to do
I'm
in the
picturing
nude?
Jennifer Coolidge, by the way.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Love her.
She always hangs the washing out nude. She strips off and then takes the washing out and hangs it out nude. She likes to get a bit of vitamin D on her body.
Ah.
Oh, remember there was that thing for a while where people were doing handstands nude to try and get
Sorry,
vitamin
what?
D.
Sunning themselves.
It's
Sorry.
called sunning. It was like a thing not everyone was doing. People were doing like handstands and headstands and leaning up
nude?
against
And
Put
then-
sun in the crack.
yeah, to try and get sun where the sun don't shine.
Oh,
What? And you
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
lean up
to get
against the
a
wall
vitamin
for an
D
hour?
hit. Oh, yeah. Well, not an hour.
No, right.
But yeah, people were doing naked handstands to try and
Good
get
on them.
vitamin D in the anus.
In the anus.
Mm.
Or on the anus.
Bit of both.
Oh,
Hey, found the follow-up to Lady Hawk.
Nah, never heard that song before.
Nor Jace.
What's it called, Jace?
The follow-up single.
Otherwise known as a love song. Going to check your run to work. Latest in news next. This is Nova. Well, good morning, everyone. Just gone 7:09. Hey, big game for the Roos coming up this weekend. Taking on the Pies.
Yeah, that's a real test.
Charlie Comben's in after 7:30 this morning.
Because the Roos have come a long way this year.
Yeah.
But this is, as you say, a real acid test.
Hey, big week last week when Charlie popped by. We launched The Girlfriend.
So, I was interstate. I was doing the show from Brisbane. Was he happy about that?
Yeah.
He got a lot of
never even
press.
posted her
He
on-
got a lot
Did
of
it get a lot of press?
Well, so first and foremost,
He'd never even posted her on Instagram.
well, Saturday morning in the Herald Sun, there they were,
Oh.
the beautiful couple together. And then I was listening to the podcast, his podcast during the week.
Oh, yep.
And goodness
his
gracious
podcast?
me, didn't they
Have
give
a field
it
day?
to him?
Good. Well,
I
look,
thought you were going to say they gave it to us for doing
Oh,
that.
no.
Charlie's going to join us after 7:30 this morning. Hopefully the relationship's still going strong. Hey, coming up next, one of our friends of the show
Yes.
got herself a new gig.
Oh,
Very
She's very
excited.
serious now.
She's our favourite.
You'll be able to see her on 60 Minutes. Christina Hearn joins us from Channel 9 on the other side of this to talk Diddy on Nova. One of your favourites on the Roos joins us after 7:30 this morning. Plus, we got $5,000 to give away. You are on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint's here as well. You're listening to Nova 100. Let's say hello to our next guest.
Our next guest is usually outside of the studio, breaking solid news on the street for Jason Lauren. And definitely no other show at the same time.
Good morning, guys.
What's the latest, Chris?
Her sources are of the highest caliber.
I talked to one guy. He was eating a Big Mac outside Macca's at the time.
Her road crew is elite.
We tried to get a accommodation early, and that was up to my cameraman to book. He had made a booking, but it was for May, not April.
When we reached out to our internal team with questions about why the quality of their news doesn't compare, they had this to say.
Someone else writes my news for me.
And, oh, wait a minute. Breaking news. This just in. Studio Christine Ahern.
Yay! Christina Hearn, good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning, guys. How good is it to be with you in studio?
I know.
So,
And not on the mean streets of Melbourne.
you've been our unofficial
Our
Today
eyes and
Show
ears.
correspondent.
Yes.
Exclusive
When we need
correspondent.
news on the street, we borrow you from the Today Show sometimes. How long have you been on the Today Show?
1,000 years.
Right.
Out of those 1,000 years, how many were tobacco shops that you're out the front of doing crossing?
90.
Right, yeah.
9 years. Yes, I do find myself at a tobacco shop fire. Someone asked me what suburb you go to a lot. Truganina.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always in Truganina.
And you know what? People from Truganina get really annoyed when I call it Truganina by
Yes.
accident.
Do you know how I know it's Truganina?
Oh, I think
'Cause you
you
go
once
there
told
so
me.
much.
Because I went
Because it
into
rhymes with something? That's how I got
Yes.
told to learn how to
Are
say
we
it.
correct?
Truganina.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes.
Yes, right. And what that is, Clint.
How do you remember, Christine?
Is no, I went into a cafe owner in Truganina, fresh from a tobacco shop fire, and said, "How do you say this? How do you say this name?" And that's how we find out how you say the suburb.
Yeah. So you ask the
Hard-hitting
locals.
journalism.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's
Huge.
worked for you because you're off to 60 Minutes.
Hey.
Congrats.
Tick, 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 tick,
Girl's
tick,
got a
tick.
promotion.
That's the dream, right? Like, you're no longer on the streets of Truganina. You are 60 minutes.
I know.
Well, we get to see you do the bit to camera at the start.
I don't think I'm on the bit. I don't think I'm important enough to be in the
Give it a
seat,
week. Give it a
but,
week.
On the
I'll
stool.
Weasel my way in
We'll
there, Jace.
we'll start a campaign.
Yeah, we will.
Hey,
Yeah.
big story you're covering first up. Diddy and the trial.
This is, this is the court case that has captured the imagination of the world, and we have managed to get his personal assistant, so his former personal assistant. So nobody worked closer with Diddy than for these 2 years than
my
this fellow
gosh.
we've got on the show.
So how do you get him? Like, how do you get Diddy's assistant to talk to you?
Lots of phone calls to New York.
Yeah,
And
right.
basically, because people think, you splash a lot of cash. That's not the way, because we can't compete with people like Netflix and all those kind of things. But, this is a way to tell his story to the other side of the world.
Right.
So Diddy's in prison currently.
He's in prison.
Yeah.
He's facing a federal trial at the moment. It's been going on for about 2 weeks. But what this story is about is no matter the outcome of that federal trial and that criminal trial, and he's facing life behind bars, there's a whole heap of civil lawsuits waiting for him.
Is there also implications? A lot of other celebrities or Hollywood types are sort of embroiled, even inadvertently. Is that right?
And a couple of those celebrities have already been named in the criminal trial, and now these names are popping up in the civil trial. And the lawyer I spoke to says they're cooperating with the FBI, and any information they get that they think the FBI might be interested in, they're passing.
Jeez, it's salacious. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What's a
freak off? I knew you were going to ask that because it is confusing because parts of it don't seem illegal.
Well, I've got some audio here from the interview. This is where
say from the freak.
No, well, sort of. This is where the former assistant goes into the details of the wild nights that he had to set up.
They were referred to me as Wild King Nights, and what a Wild King Night was when him and a guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gathering. I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil, Astroglide, candles, incense, liquor, lights, tons of toiletries, drugs.
I'd rather prep it than pack it up.
He had to pack it up too.
Oh.
The assistant had to do the cleanup.
Now, that is one of the most graphic parts of the interview when he talks about what he had to do to go in himself, because the hotel rooms were trashed. And so you can't just leave that to housekeeping.
No.
So he had to cover the tracks and go in there with gloves.
How long did he do this job for?
2 years.
Oh my gosh.
He also had to carry a Diddy pack with him.
A what?
So we had a laundry list of items that needed to be with us at all times. You know, we'd have their marijuana joints on us. We would have the mushrooms on us. We had a kind of a Diddy pack is what they would call it. And we would keep a satchel on us. And that's what we would have in that satchel.
Oh, that sounds like something you get at the Royal Melbourne Show.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
You're not getting, maybe in the back box, but not at the Royal Melbourne Show. Maybe at the Ekka. So these are grabs from your 60 Minutes. Yeah, more likely the Ekka.
Yeah, it's a Queensland Royal Show job, that one.
These are grabs from your 60 Minutes story.
That's right.
Wow.
So this is Phil Pines is his name, and he's so open and honest. He went, after he worked for Diddy, he went in a deep depression. And he's doing a lot of mental health awareness now, coming out of it and realising just what he went through.
But surely he's in trouble too.
Yeah. Why is he allowed to talk?
And why is he not in trouble?
Well, because you've kind of it's hard to kind of get your head around. But he was Diddy was his boss, but Diddy wasn't only the boss; he was the kingmaker in the music industry. You said no to him, your career's over.
Right.
So he didn't take part in he wasn't you made a good point before, Lauren. Why are these intimate gatherings illegal? The allegation is that women were coerced into participating.
Okay, because there's also the side of Diddy, which we've seen the vision of him being very, very violent. Do you talk about that in the interview? Was he there for any of that?
He wasn't there for the violence against Cassie Ventura. That was just before his time, but he did witness violence against women.
Because it's horrifying. Like, that is sickening to watch.
The footage is shocking.
And that happening in a, not in a hotel room, but in a hallway of a hotel room. And it was covered up. So long for people to find out about it because it was covered up.
Did he paid the hotel staff off? It was a luxury LA hotel. He threw millions at them and covered it up.
It's just disgraceful.
Is he speaking at all? Has anyone spoken to Diddy?
He's in prison.
Bars? No, but it's America, mate. America.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, he's currently probably got bigger problems at the minute than, but he is. He's in prison. He's facing this federal trial every day. That'll go on in America. That'll go on for weeks, if not months. And then, no matter the outcome of that, these civil trials could be going on for years.
Is Phil Pines? Is he affected?
Deeply.
Yeah.
Wow. Deeply affected. I didn't know what to make of it when I first went into the interview, but once you get to the end of the interview, you will realise this fellow has been deeply affected by working with.
So does he have to go to court?
Will he have to go to court? He's for the lawsuit, yes.
So how come he's allowed to talk then?
It's America.
It's different. It is different though, isn't it?
Yeah. We're not walking around here with Diddy packs.
No, we're not.
No.
Hey, Chris, who's your journalistic hero?
I would say Liz Hayes.
Yeah, I thought you'd say Lizzie.
I like Liz
I
Hayes.
love, I was always so scared of Liz Hayes, and then I met her, and
my
I was
goodness.
like, just
She's just
fascinated
Yeah,
by
when we
her.
get in trouble, we'd love Liz to do
We
the
love
interview.
Liz Hayes.
Well,
yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
actually,
No,
you don't
she'd
know,
rip
you don't
you.
know, yeah,
You
well,
do one.
You know, you'd want Tracy Grimshaw.
Yes.
Yeah, if you and
I
Trace
love
one-on-one,
Tracy.
you'd be in a lot of strife.
60 Minutes is on Sunday night, 8:10 on 9 and 9 now. Chris, congrats on the new gig.
Yes.
We'll
and
be watching it for the Diddy story.
before we let you go, we must say thank you because you keep us out of trouble when we
Absolutely.
talk about news things. We often get texts saying, remember, it's
Allegedly! Thanks to East Bentley Dental Group, everything dental under one roof. Visit ebdg.com.au.
We're flipping the lid today. Clinty's going to be reading lips.
So,
Yeah.
an amazing skill one Lauren Phillips has.
She's got too good at it, Jace.
She's got many skills. Sorry.
I know when someone's talking about us. And this whole building is like one glass box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see, I can tell.
I mean,
And you know what? I've clocked the game. I get it right every time.
You do get it right every time.
Well,
So
we-
today, Clint is
Clint's
chucking
having
on
a-
I'm
the...
not too sure about the rebrand though, because Clint's Lips doesn't have the same sort of
It doesn't,
aura
really.
about it.
Clinty's lippies.
Clint's Lips is
Clinty's lippies.
an awkward one.
Okay, so Clint's going to chuck on the noise
Why is it
cancelling.
so awkward?
Yeah.
Just don't make a mistake. Sorry.
He's chucking on the noise cancelling headphones. Put them on quite quickly then. We're playing loud music. Nothing. We're playing loud music in his ears so he can't hear what we're saying. All he can do is lip read.
All right. We've got some sentences here. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay. Over to you, Jace.
The cat dog ran wild in Geelong.
You do have small lips.
Yeah.
Can you go again?
The cat dog ran wild.
Cat dog.
Ran wild in Geelong.
Cat dog. Bailey Smith. One for Geelong.
No. Ran wild. Ran wild. Ran
Ran.
wild.
The cat dog ran in Geelong.
Yeah, but
That'll
good enough.
do,
Good
that'll
enough.
do.
Good enough.
I love that he's.
You good?
You
I
could-
love that he's yelling too.
Yeah.
Because people always tell me I yell when I've got the noise cancelling headphones on. And
I haven't
that's
noticed.
Boss is next.
Okay.
Yeah, it's how it works.
Melbourne is the 7th most livable city.
Melbourne's going to win the premiership.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, clearly not.
Melbourne is the 7th most livable city.
What you talk about?
Okay. Melbourne is the 7th. is the
Melbourne 7
most livable city.
Melbourne's good for living in.
No, Jesus.
Yes.
Yep. Great. Yeah. Okay, next one. Ready?
Not good.
Take your headphones
Oh.
off. It was Melbourne is the 7th most livable city.
Oh, is it?
Bruno Mars likes Mars bars.
Bruno Mars likes music. No.
Bruno Mars
Bruno Mars?
likes Mars bars.
Does he? Mars bars?
Yeah!
I like Mars bars
Well
too.
done.
Hey,
One more. This is a good one.
Okay.
oh, we're going one more.
One.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You are spending the weekend away doing weekend today.
Wow. Oh, this is going to take some unpacking.
You are
Spending
spending
the weekend.
You are spending
the weekend
spending
away.
money.
The weekend.
A weekend
away
away.
doing
Don't know what that is.
weekend today.
Weekend today.
Hey!
I'm
Yes.
doing weekend today.
Yes.
Well, you kind of got
And
there.
Melbourne
Yeah.
are not winning the premiership.
No. In fact, they're not even
We
the
done?
7th most likely to win the
Big
premiership.
weekend for track, though.
Yes, I've got the headphones off now. 200 games for track.
Well done, Track.
Good on you, mate. Nice little
Well done.
milestone.
Actually, I might play some audio a bit later from track because there's lots to celebrate and you got very emotional about it as well.
It is just gone 27 to 8. There's some very funny audio from last night's game, actually.
Oh, the cat dog.
Yeah, the cat dog, Bailey Smith.
He's very honest, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably a little bit too honest for the telecast. I've got the audio. We'll play for you next. was all going down in Geelong last night.
I know.
It was cat
I
dog
was
night.
trying to go to bed, and Paul, my fiance, was screaming at the TV about the cat dog because it got to like 1 point in the last quarter.
Well, I went to bed after.
I went to bed at half time.
So did I. I thought it was all over.
I went to bed at 3/4 time, but then I didn't get to sleep till the end because
Old
Paul
mate
was yelling at the TV.
Like the cheer squad, was
Bailey Smith was quite honest when he was interviewed.
I know.
Yeah, I sort of do my meditation each day and just, try being the present as much as I can and worry about what I got to do today. Not too much in the future, but certainly sort of shit myself for this game. But almost reverse psychology them into not giving me the attention, so it was good. They didn't go after me.
Love the honesty.
Well, it'd been
He's brutally honest.
It'd been
isn't
a
he?
mad week for Bailey because every journo under the sun was trying to get a word with
Including
him, and he
you.
just no, I didn't try.
Oh,
no,
you didn't try.
I'm not a real journalist.
What are you new here?
Oh no, you were at the other radio station trying to get those guys.
I was sending journos to get interviews with him.
Come on. A big weekend for Christian Petrarca at the D's as well. He got quite emotional. We're going to get to that soon. But coming up next, we're heading to the Roos. Charlie Comburn joins us in studio next at Nova. So let's say hello to our next guest.
Our next guest is a Ford for North Melbourne, affectionately known as Chom. Last time he was in studio, he hard launched his girlfriend live on air.
This is a hard launch. This is beautiful Olivia. She's coming into the studio.
Do you love her?
I do.
Of course I do. What a moment. And I believe this time he promised our producers he'd do something even bigger. Please welcome to the studio, Charlie Corbin.
Hey.
Charlie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Welcome back,
we
mate.
love having you in the studio. Now, you boys all squirmed when you said that you loved your girlfriend.
L
Why
word.
was that so weird for you, Clinty?
Well, I've never been in love, Lauren, so I wouldn't know what it's like. No, I'm kidding.
Pull your heart out.
Now, has your girlfriend forgiven you for dragging her into the studio to meet the whole of Melbourne yet?
Yeah, she has. She was very good about it. I thought she spoke really well on air as well, but it blew up into a bit of a media storm the few days after. There's articles put everywhere, and which I didn't really bargain for. So
Now, that's Jace's fault.
Whoa. Whoa.
It was your idea.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I just said, I'm sorry.
You said, call her now and get her in here. And then you said to our producers off air, go down to the car park and
Yeah,
get her.
had your fingerprints all over at Jace Hawkins.
He left her in the car with the window down a bit. I was like, that is rude. Bring her in. I was just offering the girls some shelter and some aircon and a coffee.
The Herald Sun Confidential went big on it. That must have been a highlight.
The one that got me though, Clint, was Daily Mail. They
they always get it right.
Well,
too.
they printed my name as Charlie Coomben about 10 times throughout the article.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the Daily Mail have been writing that I'm 47 for the last 5 years.
Which is not true. It's
not
42.
far off.
Oh, come on.
Can we talk some footy, Charlie?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, big game for the Roos this weekend because, I mean, they've been improving. They've been going some decent results recently, and the supporters should be really encouraged by the form. But a real test looms against arguably the yardstick of the competition, the Pies. How do you attack that game?
Yeah, we'll come in with a lot of confidence. Our last 4 weeks have been really good in terms of improvement and being in games late. We've defended the ground a lot better, so we'll look to take confidence from that into this game against Collingwood and hopefully play similar footy.
That was written on the whiteboard,
But you know
wasn't
what would be
it?
interesting? You mentioned, holding confidence and holding on right to the end. That's when the Pies sort of do their best work. They're normally the comeback team.
They've always been really good late in games. They won that premiership 2 years ago based off really coming home strong and winning late games. So we'll have a big test. They're an unbelievable side. They're first in the competition for a reason. So it's a big challenge for us this week.
Does it help your confidence a little bit playing at Marvel instead of at the MCG?
Yeah, it's a home game for us, so we'll expect a big crowd of Roos supporters down there, and they make a big noise for being small in numbers. So
Does
that will
the
definitely
crowd
help.
really is there having a home ground? Obviously, the ground is one thing,
Yeah.
but having your home team supporter base there being that loud, is that really a game changer?
Yeah, it's funny. Lots of people ask this, and it does make a big difference. It's momentum and momentum. Say that 10 times is a lot in football. And when you hear the crowd really getting behind you when you've kicked two goals in a row, it really does.
It
help.
does fire you up. I
helps
often
a lot.
wonder that if it actually.
Tell you
makes
what's going to
a
help
difference. There you go.
the roof because she's going to be a wet one.
Yeah.
Oh, is
So
it?
yeah, that's
Indoor
that's an
sport.
advantage.
It'll help
But
me
then when
a
you
lot.
play inside all the time, if that's your home ground, is it hard when you get out to the MCG in the elements?
Yes and no. We play a lot of games down in Hobart and Tasmania, which we've been lucky to have good weather, but sometimes it chops up there and gets really windy. So
like a cake of soap.
We get, it's so hard to catch the ball. We get the best of both worlds.
Hey, can I ask you about Alistair Clarkson? Because I know he's been very big for you and your development. And you've come along in leaps and bounds this year, especially. What's he like as a coach and a mentor? Because from the outside looking in, a lot of us would probably think he's a bit of a, he's a real tough guy. Might give players a spray. I mean, is it a mix of hard love and also cuddling you as well?
Yeah, we touched on he's been instrumental in my career the last 2 years. He moved me from forward to go down back, and it more or less saved my career from injury. So I've got Clarko to thank for that. But yeah, he's really genuine and caring. He likes to build relationships with his players, but he still does have that hard edge. I copped a bit of a spray yesterday at training when I missed the kick. So he's still got that hard edge, but he knows when to bring it out.
What did he say?
He directed me to kick it long a few times from a certain set play, and I didn't in this circumstance. And he just whacked his hat in his hand. He said, "John, kick it long. How many times do I have to tell you?"
Yes.
It's like when you...
And did you know? Were you like,
I knew. I knew I'd made a mistake.
This.
So he always follows up afterwards.
It's like when the dog jumps on the couch. Right? Get off the couch.
Oh, yeah.
You know better.
Yes.
I do the same with the kids.
I do.
Hey,
yell at the kids.
Charlie Comben is in from the Roos this morning. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and chat more next. Good morning, Melbourne. 3 to 8 here on Nova 100. Your chance to win $5,000 coming up in a tick with the 5K question. Charlie Comben is in from the Roos. Hey, off the air. Charlie thinks he's worked out who the grand final entertainment's going to be.
It was Katy Perry last year. She was great.
She was good. Just before we get to that, though, big weekend in footy for good friend of the show, Christian Petrarca, Clint.
Yeah, congratulations to Track. He chalks up 200 games this weekend. I know he's been through a lot in the last 12 months, but keeping in mind, when he was recruited to the club, his first year was ruined. He did his knee. It was an ACL injury.
Was that the first year?
So hadn't played a game and did his knee. So to chalk up 200 games is huge, and he spoke a little earlier.
Is it fair to say like last year was the hardest part of your career to get through, like mentally, physically? Is that something fair?
Not even part of my career, just part of my life, yeah. And my wife, Bella, obviously, that's really difficult. But yeah, no, I think for me, it's been... we've gotten through together, which is the main thing. It's given me a feeling that I never would have had before the injury. I think I took footy for granted a little bit, and life, but it makes me realise how lucky we are.
Well done, Track. He's a premiership player these days, and they take on the Swans on Sunday at the MCG, rather.
Oh, well done, Track. 200 games is no mean feat. That's a lot of games.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie.
Hey, how many you played?
How many have you played?
It'll be my 39th this weekend in 6 years. So I've had, similar to Track, I've had a few injuries early in my career, which stopped me from playing. So last year was my full year of footy.
What are the big cellos? Do you celebrate 50 or just 100? Or?
I'll celebrate 50.
50, yeah,
50 feels like my 100.
I'll cheer you off.
Seriously.
Charlie, make the call now. Who do you think is going to be doing grand final entertainment in September?
Yeah, I was speaking about this with a few of the boys at the club yesterday, and we think Pitbull could be the one at the end of the year. He'll be in town in October.
Yeah,
that will be.
Could get the crowd going.
Amazing.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. 305. I flew to Vegas for a weekend with my girlfriend who's obsessed with Pitbull just to see him. This is years ago. And he played so late in the evening. We'd been at a pool party during the day, and she flew to the other side of the world to see him, and she fell asleep during his show.
Didn't make it. Oh, no.
But it was one of the best nights of my life.
Oh, it would have been. He's got so many tracks that everyone
banger
knows.
after banger. Yeah, imagine this at the G on grand final
He's
day.
going to have to do a medley. It's going to have to be medley.
They should give out.
Katy Perry did a bit of a medley, didn't she?
Yeah.
They should give out aviator sunglasses to everyone in the crowd. Imagine everyone at the G.
Charlie,
like
who would be your ideal grand final day performer? Who would you love to see?
Yeah, so Oasis have reformed this year, and I'd love to see him at grand final day. They're one of my favourite bands.
Let's just get them to their concert.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're going to make it to Melbourne, or they'll split up before then again?
Well, I hope so, because I've got tickets all 3 nights. So
you're fun.
All 3 nights?
Yeah. I don't see it lasting, but I'd really like to see him.
I think they'll be fine. They'll be making so much money on that tour. They'll
it's
just
hard to
see
say
it
no
out,
to that.
won't they?
Hard to say no to that.
Now, before I was asking if Mazda is still a sponsor, because
Zoom.
and I wonder if you witnessed this. A few years ago, I was an ambassador for Mazda for a long time, and they asked me to host their what I thought was their game. They host their game day.
Yeah.
So I thought it was the game day function, like what you do.
Yeah.
So what do you wear when you host the Melbourne game day?
A suit, my
Yes,
RMs,
very dressed
tie.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I wore a little, like a beautiful dress, like a mini skirt dress.
Yeah, because you're,
stilettos,
You're the host.
like pin thin,
Oh.
very tall stilettos.
Where was the location?
Marvel.
Oh, yeah, so you would have been in the Endeavour Room or somewhere
So I
like
was
that.
like,
Hopefully
it's
not
going
on
to
the
be beautiful and warm, and well, that's where the problem came in. So I turned up in my stilettos and my miniskirt, and the game day they were talking about was a half-time running race on the field where where a Mazda car went around like the LED screens and someone had to race against it.
I'm sure the
Oh, no.
groundskeepers would have loved the
So
high
I
heels.
turned up and I'm like, where's the function? They're like, oh, no, you're not doing the function. This is the game day that you're hosting. And I was like,
Should have
what?
read the email.
I had to walk into well, I didn't have to run. I thought I had to run. I didn't run. But I had to commentate this cheer squad member running against the Mazda. And the whole game I had to stand in the race. It was so cold. Then I had to walk out. I had to tiptoe all the way into the middle with these stilettos. I nearly went down about 15 times. And I had to say, "G'day, North Melbourne fans."
Oh,
You've been stitched up
Kanga,
royally.
kanga. And I got about 50 messages from people that were at that game going, what on earth are you doing?
I'll
and
do
what
anything for the money.
on earth are
Anything
you
for a free
wearing?
car.
Exactly.
Oh my God, do they still do that where people have to race against the car?
I haven't seen it for a bit. I think it's actually on the
Yeah, they do. They
the
do,
LED
Brody's
platforms now.
Yeah,
A
right.
few clubs do different variants.
What
of
do
it.
you drive?
Has anyone
Charlie?
ever actually beaten the car? Surely
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone. I'm usually listening to Clarko spraying me. So I'm in a BT50 at the
You
moment.
are,
Clint, yeah.
BT50.
I was about to say,
They're
I can't
awesome.
see you in a Mazda 2. Yeah.
No, those big utes are
No, they're
great.
good. I'm an ambassador for
is that a
Sale
ute?
Mazda.
It's a ute. A BT50 is a big ute.
Big.
I
What do you
drove
pick
one
up
for a while.
truck?
Chicks in utes.
What do you put in the back?
I've had the same stuff in the back since I've got it, and it's just because I don't have any room in my shed at home. So there's a swag, a few footballs, and I think a pair of runners in there as well. So
Yes,
not
he gets
that I
kicked
overuse
out.
You
it.
need a dog.
A swag.
I've
Are
got
you
a
a
dog. You
camper?
got a dog.
Yeah.
Loves
He-
camping.
Yeah, I like hiking. Yeah, big
Oh.
hiker.
Hey, Charlie, good luck for the weekend against the Pies.
Awesome, mate.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
actually getting to the Oasis concert as well.
Yeah.
When is that?
I'm in Oasis.
Late October,
Charlie
early
Wood.
Late
November.
October.
Well, you could take your guitar along.
I don't think I'd get
you
on
could
stage.
jump on,
mate.
on stage with the Gallaghers.
I'd get booed off status.
No, no way.
Here we go. Just gone 12 past 8. Happy Friday, everyone. Our Lights On sing-along is coming up soon. We need to...
Have we chosen a song for
We
today?
have not chosen the song yet.
Oh.
We need to decide that. First,
we
though,
must decide.
let's try and offload $5,000 this morning, Loz.
Laura in Doncaster, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Oh,
Laura.
Thank you for the fine work you do.
Yes, tell us about what you do with your time.
I run a little small school canteen in Hawthorne. It's beautiful.
At a school?
It's a great job. Yeah, it's a sort of school of about 130 kids.
Oh my
What
gosh!
is
So when the
Zupa
parents
Dupas?
forget the lunch,
Exactly.
you're their saviour, Laura.
What are Zupa Dupas going for these days?
Oh, look, they're pretty cheap. I think I sell them still for 50 cents.
Yeah, right. That's good.
Super Duper's are 50 cents.
That's not bad. They used to be 20, and
Yeah.
that was black and white
exactly.
days.
Should have been places,
Are you
yeah.
allowed to serve Zupa Dupers? I thought there was no sugar. Aren't they called healthy huts now, not school canteens?
Yeah, every now and then. If it's really hot, you know.
And you're a dog mom.
I am, because I'm on my own now at home. Kids are gone. It's very peaceful.
All right. Well, let's try and give you some money. I believe you want to go the $500 question. Is that right?
Yeah.
$500.
Okay. How this works is you will hear a question, and then you will hear a 3, 2, 1. You must answer within that time. This is gettable. I got it, and I reckon you're gonna nail it.
Good luck, Laura.
You ready to go?
Thank you. Yep.
Here we go.
Who sings this song?
Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded?
3. Is it Train?
1.
Yes.
You've done it.
Oh, did I get it?
You did
You've
it.
done it, Laura. $500.
You know, the only reason why I know is because my son went to their concert last night.
Last night?
Did the wind sweep you off your feet?
Are they in Melbourne right now?
They are.
At the corner.
Is this song called The Drops of Jupiter?
It is indeed.
I knew the song name, but I couldn't remember.
Yep. There
Well
you go.
done, Laura.
Thank you. that's so good.
$500. That's nice going into the weekend.
I'm hearing you.
Thanks so much, guys.
Now you keep that all for yourself. Don't share it with your son.
No, he's not going to know.
Yeah, no. We'll change your name and give her an alias quickly.
Guys, thanks so much.
Enjoy your weekend,
Great
Laura.
show. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. Have a good one. Hey,
They played
guys.
at the corner, did they?
No, John Cain Arena.
Oh,
Yeah.
Clint just thinks everyone plays the corner.
It's always available.
Morning, Melbourne. This is Nova 100. Just gone 17 past 8. Lights on, sing along. We've got to make a call soon.
I've got a couple of ideas.
Maybe some
honestly.
old school Taylor.
Oh, it's not old school enough.
No, that's the problem.
She's too young.
Just on Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce. Where do you sit on him?
Love him.
Yeah, I like him too.
Like his brother, like him, like the family.
I got a full man crush on his brother.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love him. Do you think he's over the attention of being Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Because it depends who you ask. Some people say she's Travis Kelce's girlfriend, and some people say he is her boyfriend.
Well, some of my favourite videos online are when when girls were filming themselves saying to their boyfriend, he's only famous because of Taylor Swift.
and
They would blow up.
I'm surprised they lasted.
Yeah, you always thought it was fake.
No, they
Well,
seem
not
smitten.
just.
I think you said it was fake.
She sort of churns through them. The boyfriends.
No,
She had one
doesn't.
for years before him.
I don't think she churns through
No,
them.
she had one for years.
come on.
No.
She's
No,
been. She's
no.
always in love, out of love, in love, out of
Yeah,
love.
but that's what makes her song so good.
Yeah, it
But
does make a good
we
album.
are due for a new album.
Yeah.
There is.
I hope that doesn't mean a breakup.
So Travis has gone viral. The Paps got him.
They'll get you.
And he's gone viral. Wow. Yeah. For something that people noticed in the photo.
That's not great.
Lauren, is that an ick to you? And tell everyone what it is.
So it's a photo of Travis Kelce shirtless with his back, and he has a bit of a rug. I don't mind.
It's a patchy rug.
I quite
very
like a bit
patchy.
of chest hair, like some manliness. But that looks unusually mowed.
I mean, it's quite long
It
on the
looks-
right. You could braid that.
It looks like it has had half a wax job,
Yeah,
and then he couldn't cop
It looks
anymore.
like she's had a go at it with the lawnmower.
Someone's done that. That's not the pattern of his back, I don't think.
Yeah, there's the sort of bare region up the top bit where you'd expect more hair to be, and
But
on
there's
the,
also-
on the wings there's a more hairy.
Yeah, but
sort
not
of
on the
patch.
wing. There's sort of a speed stripe down the side there too.
How would you
That's
be
disgusting.
if your fiance said, "Hey, Dale, can you wax my back?"
That's not nice.
Paul doesn't have a hairy back.
Maybe he's getting someone else to do it.
Maybe. I mean, I think it would end up in a similar situation to that, where I'd start with pure enjoyment, thinking this is going to be fun, and then I'd get bored and he'd crack it because I was hurting him, and I'd say, just go and get a professional job.
Do you have a hairy back?
No,
No, nor me.
no, not like Travis Kelce.
But you shave your chest, don't you? Or
No,
wax it?
clipper my chest.
Clipper it.
You have a lawnmower.
Mm. And then
I know-
sometimes
I
I
knew-
get a bit of waxing on the neckline.
Oh, how good is it when the barber just does a little
Well,
neckline?
I get
Oh.
it waxed, so and it hurts quite a lot, but it's good, nice
I
and
know
smooth.
a guy that had a hairy back who then decided to get his back waxed.
Mm.
But he also had a hairy chest. And he went in to get his back waxed, and then he had this like speed stripe down the side where it just stopped, and then the chest was sort
Started.
of on his side, and it looks
Like the 40-year-old virgin when they stopped doing it in the movie.
I haven't seen it.
Of
Surprise,
course not.
surprise.
No, of course
And then he just had this like
Stand by.
straight line under his arm where they stopped the wax, and he was hairy on the front and not on the back with a very clean cut sort of designer line.
Yeah, right. That's 40-year-old virgin there on the
well,
screen.
that's what looks like's happened to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, someone stopped halfway. Hey, 13, 24, 10. I would like to
Is that
ask,
Steve Carell in that movie? He's so funny.
what did you have to do for your partner? Has your partner asked you, hey, can you
wax?
Yeah, can you lawnmower the back?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had to ask Paul?
No, I get all my grooming done professionally. I wouldn't trust.
But it's not just grooming.
Not just
sort
grooming.
of favours, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Favors you didn't want to do.
you know when you girls can't get the dress undone? Or,
Oh,
or do the
yeah.
dress up, that last little bit? I think
Yeah.
you've asked me to do that before for you.
Yes.
Is that common? Girls ask you to do it up?
Usually.
Not
putting
undo-
the clothes
yeah,
on,
right.
not taking them off.
Hey, 13, 24, 10 is our number. What have you had to do for your partner? I love
What
the
do you
tip.
have to do on the daily? Remember when I broke my hand
Oh.
and I was in a cast for 8 weeks or whatever it was, and I couldn't put my hair in a ponytail, I couldn't tie my hair up, and Paul had to do my hair every morning.
What about people at
He
break?
had to do up my bra. He had to he had to do everything that I couldn't do.
That's love.
That needs two hands.
That's love. What about people that break both hands?
Yeah, no.
And you have to.
Hey,
no.
can we just got a caller. Can we get to Audrey?
Oh, yep.
Because Audrey's dad suffers from a Travis Kelce-like problem. Good morning, Audrey.
Morning.
How old are you, Audrey?
I'm 10 years old.
Okay.
Tell us about dad. Tell us about your dad.
So he's 45 and he has like a really, really hairy back and it's like patches everywhere.
Oh, it's patchy.
Oh, so that's natural.
Is he hot like Travis Kelce?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What's his name? He'd love you saying his name on the radio.
His name's Sebastian.
There you go.
Sebastian.
Hey, Audrey.
But I quite like a man with a bit of hair.
Well, you've got
Audrey.
a man. You leave Audrey's dad alone.
Audrey, does Daddy look a bit like a gorilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Daddy ever wax it off?
No.
Do you think he should?
He doesn't really care.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't have to see it. That's why.
Do you think it's funny?
Yeah.
13 24 10.
You're cute, Audrey.
What have you had to do for your partner? Give us a call here at Nova 100. We are talking, well, I guess the lengths you go to for love.
The things your partner has asked you to do that you're like, really? But you just do it. 13 24 10 is our number.
You often get the call up during the late stages of pregnancy to help out.
Or the grooming department.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very common.
Yes.
It's not just grooming, though. Like, Paul has sat through some shocking Netflix series with me. When he was when we were in the early days. He would never do it.
Absolutely not.
We've got several TVs for that reason. But back when we were first together, he'd be like,
Yeah, I love this.
I love
Handmaid's
watching
Tale. Oh, I'm all about it.
marathons of, yeah.
Chloe and Frankston, good morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Good
morning. Now, your husband has done something for you or the other way around?
He did. I had no choice, but he had to assist with putting some hemorrhoid cream in my bum.
Oh, why did he have to assist with it?
Why?
Can
What,
you
your
not-
arms don't reach?
Well, no. There's that.
Oh.
Got a bit of a larger backside
Oh.
and I couldn't quite reach. But
Oh.
I'd also just had a baby. So
Oh,
if you just had the baby.
The baby,
Yeah.
babies do that. Babies and hemorrhoids. Mm.
yeah,
They go hand in hand, I'm told.
Hand in hand?
Not on the baby.
No, but they can cause it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. How'd the chat go?
That's a good heart. Yeah, well, good. Thank you, husband.
He's got to lift his game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he say, let's not talk about this or tell anyone?
No, we worked up to it though. We definitely had to have a few chats prior just to ensure that
Instructions.
we were at that stage in our marriage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, well, good on him.
Chloe, is it all cleared up now? Are you all good?
I definitely got the all clear. Good to
Good.
go.
And are you happily married,
Well
Chloe?
done.
Yes.
See, fellas, that's love.
And obviously
So
you
when
do
we
it.
asked you to sit through a Netflix series, it's not that much
Well,
to
poor
ask.
Chloe couldn't sit. Chloe, would you do the opposite for him? You'd if the tables were turned?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She was on one of those Bosu balls.
Sound a little bit too keen, to be honest.
No, that's love.
It is love, Lauren.
It's love.
Sometimes you
That's
need a-
true love.
Longer arm.
It is.
Especially when you've just had a baby or you're pregnant.
Yeah.
All rules are off the table.
Hard to reach.
You
Yeah.
do what I ask of you.
I fed Lou after she had a baby.
After you'd fed yourself the sausage roll, tell the truth, you gave her
You
your
want to buy?
leftovers.
Sometimes the aeroplane would take a sharp left turn.
If you tried to do the aeroplane after she gave birth, I'm sorry, I don't condone violence, but you deserve a kick.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good. Follow them on the socials.